Hey guys, Pat Keebler here for WYSADWTA with Tim Allen, WYSADWTA, here today for part 2 of the CD collection 20th Extravaganza thing. Anyway, I still need to think of a name for that. Cue music. Alright, so today I have the other half of the CDs that I got for you, or that I got. And if you haven't seen the last video, make sure you go watch that before you start watching this one. And so yeah, like I said in the last video, most of these CDs are from this guy named Tim that comes to where I work a lot at the Chicken Run. And again, major shout out to him. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, anyway, let's get right into it. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Alright, so first CD that I have for you guys is Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. And this is kind of, again, so it's like a rap, like hip-hop kind of album. And it's not like any other ones. This is kind of like when hip-hop was what I like to say, you know, actually hip-hop and good. Because this album, let's see, it came out, or let's see, it says it was published in '89, but the copyright little thing says it was made in 1990, so... Well, that's when I, generally see hip-hop as when it was the best, back in, like, the late 80s and early 90s with, well, not necessarily bands, but I guess groups like Public Enemy or NWA or Wu-Tang or even Beastie Boys. Yeah, but that's something you don't really see a lot of nowadays. You don't really see a bunch of rap groups. You see rappers and then, rappers that are doing collaborations with other rappers, so... I don't know, I guess I would just really like to see something like that come along in 2018. But anyway, so this is a bit of a long album. I think there was... I forgot how many tracks there are. I don't really have time to count because it doesn't really number them, it just says them. So, let's see. Favorites, I would probably have to say is, well, Fear of a Black Planet, obviously. B-sides, Win Again. Let's see. And, oh, Fight the Power. And if you don't know that song, that's like that classic, like, Fight the Power! Da, 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 da. Like, I think there was like a cat video of that back in like 2005 or something like that. Like, if you scatter the archives of the internet, you could probably, find it. Or if you just know what I'm talking about and you've been on the internet for a while, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so, next CD is another Public Enemy one. Public Enemy, Apocalypse 91, The Empire Strikes Black, or The Enemy Strikes Black, sorry. I guess that's just like my inner geek, like saying, like, because every time I see the Something Strikes, I just immediately think, enemy, Star Wars. So yeah, this is a bit of a shorter one, or I guess it's just not as long as Fear of a Black Planet. Yeah, so, oh, one more thing I actually forgot to mention. This is actually the group that, Flavor Flav was actually in, I think, I wasn't sure if it was before or after he had, or started his solo career, but, yeah, he was in Public Enemy. And if you don't know who Flavor Flav is, he was, like, that one rapper back in the day that had, like, that giant clock necklace that was kind of, like, at the time it was kind of weird, but nowadays it's kind of, like, almost iconic in a sense, but... That's just my take on it. Anyway, so, favorite ones off of these, I'd say probably Can't Trust It. Let's see, By the Time I Get to Arizona, and what else? Get the Fuck Out of Dodge. Like, those are probably like my three I would definitely recommend off of this album right here. Alright, and... next album that I have for you guys is by a band called The Velvet Underground. It's called Loaded. And I'm not sure if this is their only album or if there was another album that they released, but yeah, they were, yeah, so they were pretty much an underground band back in England, I believe, back in the mid-60s up until the mid-late 70s, I believe. And... yeah, there's a story on, there's a bit of like a story of the Velvet Underground on here, but I'm not really going to read it because it's like too long and I don't really want to bore you guys with it. But, yeah, it's actually a really good album. It's kind of a psychedelic rock kind of feel to it, kind of where it's like, it kind of feels like you're listening to like a Pink Floyd album or something like that, where it's like, I don't know, like stoner rock or whatever you really want to call it. So yeah, really good album. Probably say I have to like New Age and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Trained Around the Bend. Or Train Around the Bend, not Trained. Like, what am I thinking? Bleh. Anyway, so I would definitely recommend this album. I'm not really sure if you can get it in stores, but again, you could probably find it somewhere on the internet or somewhere at your local record store or, you know, record store that's like 300 miles away from you. Alright, and last CD, or CDs I should say, that I have for you is the Rolling Stones collection, The Wonder Years. So yeah, it's technically 3 CDs, but it's essentially just a collection of the Rolling Stones' early work, I guess you could say. So, yeah, So yeah, I'm also trying to make sure that they're in like the right order, because they're also numbered, which is actually kind of really helpful for me, because I get distracted or just like easily confused about like which CD or something like that is on which, or which song is on which CD. I don't know, I'm mumbling. But yeah, so this essentially has, yeah, like I said, all of their earlier works up until I think maybe, I want to say until the mid-70s. There's about 50, 60 some songs on each of these combined, so I couldn't really tell you. But yeah, my favorite songs, I guess, off of all of these albums, I would probably have to say are, let's see, there's Paint It Black. Let's see, I don't think Give Me Shelter is on this, which sucks because that's probably one of my more favorite Stone songs. What else is there? There's a lot. Yeah, like I said, there's 50 or 60 songs off of all 3 of these CDs, so I couldn't really name them all. But anyway, those are the CDs that I have for you guys this week. Thanks for watching the 20th CD collection extravaganza thing. I guess I'll just keep it at that, because, you know, it's funny. So yeah, so if you have any suggestions about what CDs you think I should listen to next, make sure you leave a comment down below. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe. And once again, I'm Pat Keebler for WYSADWTA. Bye!